Hello, I'm Lisbet Dula. So I didn't even know that there were electronic voting devices until actually I saw it in a Rev PowerPoint of a presentation. So shortly after that, there was an election and I went to vote. There was a very long line. I was in the line. I'm wheelchair mobile. I also have rheumatoid arthritis and vision issues. And with my hands, between my vision and my hands, which are rheumatoid arthritis hands, those little circles had gotten to be just almost impossible to do, filling in the circle. And I never knew that I actually did it correctly. So when I heard there was an electronic voting machine, I was so excited to try this out. As I was standing in line or sitting in line, as it were, on my wheels, there weren't any signs that there was such a machine. And so at this point, it was a little bit of folklore, right? So I get up there to check in and I just say to the lady, I'd like to use your electronic voting machine. She actually put her pen down and looked at me and said, "You're the first person who has ever requested it." And I very politely said back, "I think that's because no one knows it exists. You have no signs. No one tells you that you have one. You didn't mention it." I said, "I'm pretty sure that's why." But I did find out about it. I would like to use it. And she said, "Absolutely, but I need to get a supervisor because I want to make sure I remember my training correctly." And I said, "That's great." So she went and got her supervisor. They were all extremely nice. They actually seemed excited someone was using it. And at first, when they set it up, unfolded it, I couldn't see the screen. There was a glare on it. So I told the person that 'cause I thought, "Oh no, I'm still not going to be able to do this." But it tilts. So just know you can tilt it so that the light's not on it. When it first comes up, it was still small print. And I said to them, "Oh, I thought it was large print." And they said, "Oh, you have to push a couple things on here to get the large print." So a tip would be when the person helps you set it up, make sure that there's no glare on the screen and tell them what setting you want it in. I have a friend who was blind and it talked to her. So there's a setting for that. I just needed large print and touchscreen. They set it to that and it was very easy to see. It was great to be able to just touch the screen, not have to fill the little dot in. And then at the end of going through all the pages of voting, it came up with like a summary screen. And at that point, you can make sure that you voted for who you wanted to. There was a way to go back if you needed to fix everything. And then what I was really impressed with, so that you can feel confident about your vote, is that then it printed out your ballot. And I went and got in line with everybody else who had filled out the ballot with the little circles to put it into a machine. So you know that the ballot is legitimate. You know that it was filled out correctly, that the machine took it. So you can leave knowing that your ballot was put in. I have been telling everybody about the electronic voting machine now. I just think that we need to spread the word ourselves because it made such a huge difference to me. It had gotten very difficult, if not impossible, to do the little circles. I like going in person to vote because I like them to see people with disabilities coming out to vote. So I think it's great to have mail-in ballots, but the times that I'm able to go out and vote in person, I like to do that almost as an advocacy initiative. And so I just know a lot of people that could probably benefit from the machine. Anybody that has any vision issues, definitely, or the hand mobility issues like me. And in addition, older people. So I would just encourage everyone to spread the word and just remember that when they do set it up, they have to help you get it into the right setting for what you need, whether it's the large print or the voice. But it was a really great experience. I'm so happy that they have them at every single voting site. So please take advantage of that. Let's all get out to vote.